You ever have a nice mouse that you really like that quit working and now you need to fix it? Well, here you go. I have a VX Nano mouse. Looks just like this one. I got several of them for all the computers I like to use because I like that mouse the best. Well, this one, the right click button started sticking on me. And so to get it apart, where I had to go was inside under the batteries here. There's two screws deep in the bottom, and you can just see them in there if I angle it just right. You can see the holes for where they are. The other three screws were under the pads here, and the first one I started digging a little bit. I didn't want to dig it up too bad because I didn't want to make it so it wouldn't slide right on the desk. So once I found the screw under there, I tried to cut around it, but this one I was digging a little bit. This one I got a little better and better this way by rubbing my finger on it to find it. So once I got all that apart, the culprit of the problem was the right switch button itself, which you can see I have the button disassembled, and here's the body from the button right here. And this little tiny white plunger right there sticks out through that hole, and that's what makes that mouse click sound like you get this side. So that, hear how that one works? Hear the classic mouse click, right? Well, you can see that the metal for the button still does that just fine here. There's where the button goes and pushes on it right there, and you can hear it click, right? So the click is working just fine on this mouse button, what's left of it, without its cap. Now the cap, when you take it off and flip it over, or actually when you just lift it off, that little white part ought to just fly right out of there with no resistance. Well, this one was stuck in the slot, and it looks like it got melted or something. You know, deformed a little. So what I did is I took apart a throwaway mouse to get another button out of it. That one also had screws under those little slider pads, and I got those I can use to fill in the sliders. The wheel, once I got the screws out, the wheel would lift out and pull out, and then to get these little buttons apart, what you do is you put this tiny screwdriver in the end under the edge like that. Notice how they have like a shape to them there. See the little latches on the two ends like that. So now to put the crossbred mouse button in place, the only difference between the two caps is the color of that plunger. This one's red, and if you notice, it's sitting on a little piece of Scotch tape, and that's so that when I go and flip it over and put it on, and I can actually try that right now. So I'm going to try to put it on without the mouse button falling off. The other thing I could do is lift up the mouse and flip it over. Let's try the tape first. And I just push it down and snap it in place, and there it is. And if it didn't fall out of the hole, there it is. I have a working mouse button again. So now all I got to do is reassemble.